Folks, he's New Jersey's most feared mobster, and he sells illegal deli meat. Paulie is all business.
I don't sell no freaking weak pastrami. Homie, don't play that. Oh, do me a favor. You be careful. It is a very dangerous neighborhood out here.
But he has a cop that's trying to bust him.
This man and his dirty deli meat needs to be put to an end now.
He has an enemy that's trying to destroy him.
I want you out of my territory.
He has a family that's falling apart.
Now suck this like you suck my husband's meat.
I hate you! Daddy, I hate you.
Dad, I want the life that you had. I want the cars, the money, the biatches.
Don't be calling us biatches.
And he has a black girlfriend who's obsessed with his white meat.
Paulie, why won't you let me into your life?
I'm sorry, Shamika, Tamika, Jamaica, Wamika, Lamika, but that is never gonna happen. Hey, sweetheart, maybe sometime you can come taste my other meat.
Hello, Gary.
What's
How you
up?
doing?
What is up?
What are you doing today?
No, I'm coming to check you out.
You're rolling through to Index Art Center
We
to
trying-
check
we
out
try-
the Love Dimension.
I want to see what's going on tonight.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I know you got the energy.
Well, this is the Love Dimension show. We're just setting up, you know, it's soon this place will be filled with people eager to create. And this is a space for creation. Let me come take a closer walk with me, come around to my zone, my creation space. Now
Tell everybody.
Gary, I know you know
tell
who I am.
everybody, right? But tell everybody else.
I gotta tell everybody else who I am. I am Uleli Vandalhaus, and I hail from the Love Dimension. And lucky for you, the Love Dimension has landed right here in Newark, and I've been here for over 10 years now. Started school in 2006, right? And I went to NJIT. Blast off, that blast from the past, back again, beauty, seeing through future. Myself here in this space and creating it for you to enjoy, to embrace, and to be yourself, your true self, a safe space. That is what the Love Dimension is. And I'm just so glad that you're here joining me. Even now, even before the other pieces come into place. Let me take you around my audio, video cacophony of treats that I have. So starting to my most left, this is where I could do a lot of effects. I love the company Zoom. I rep a lot of Zoom's equipment. Running an Ableton rig on a Mac that's hidden in this rack. Got a lot of Chord equipment, love Chord and their apps. So I'm just shouting out everybody. Gotta have a biggest shout out to my 9-to-5 place of work that lets me be weird, AC Video Solutions. Awesome place. And you see this rig? A rig like this, we can put together and set up for any live event. If you want to stream family events, concerts, high school theater or whatever, we could put together a really great rig, better than this one, because this is just a one-man show.
The artist recreates the world.
This 9 to 5, the play and the interplay with your art in such a way that not only you realize it, but those around you are willing to facilitate because they feel that energy.
Oh yeah. So let me take it back to when I did my 30-day Meisner triple clown experiment, where I really dived into my characters a few years ago. The jobs that I had, and I've always had more than one job, like 3 or 4 jobs, I let them in I clued them into what I was going to do. And I said, don't worry, I'm going to be able to accomplish my work because one of my 3 characters is named the Lie. And that's the one that can pretend to do anything that he has to do when he has to pretend to do it. And they're like, what? And then they saw me in full character. During that time, I was jumping in and out of all 3 characters at any given moment whenever one wanted to come up, you know? But they embraced me in that moment and let me find myself, do my experiment. But, you know, I was lucky that I built in a catch-all character that could sort of
which was
pick up some slack.
Which was part of the
It's part of the plan.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I like the plan.
It's still how it works.
Let's talk about that. We were just talking about MTV.
Oh, we were just talking about MTV.
And so I was saying overall that the reason why I like your work is because, to me, you're on the cutting edge. And I was just saying, yeah, you call them the big boys. The TV is trying to duplicate what we're doing. And I love what you said. You're like, oh yeah, they're trying to be cool guys.
Yeah, they want their content to still feel fresh. It's happened for the last decade or so that they'll poach certain artists that they think are the right artists for that moment to keep them feeling legitimate in the eyes of whoever the community they're targeting is, you know? And I don't think that they're ready for artists who can pull themselves up by the bootstraps, have everything that is required to really promote themselves and their own brand. And I think that I call them the big boys because they're nationally broadcasting and pushing their stuff.
Yes.
But I'm internationally broadcasting and pushing up my stuff. Everybody is through YouTube now.
Right.
And it's just about tapping into the community communities that exist.
Yes, that's it.
And yeah, everybody wants to be cool and have millions of subscribers, but to me, that's not as important as having the real community base to draw from and to actually be engaging in the community around.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. It's a local kind of organic, raw, authentic realness that they can't duplicate.
Yeah.
Because the intention is
because
not right.
they're not here.
Right.
You know?
And the intention is not right.
The intention's not right.
But more importantly, yes, practically, they're not here.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm here. I'm here every Tuesday and Sunday. I open my doors to the community. I want my home, because it is my home, to be a beacon of inspiration in anybody who comes through these doors. And I want our channel to be just another reflection of that. this is a place where you could go and consume some local content and maybe discover somebody new. We've got some rappers and from the Greenhouse. We've got Bar, who came up through this scene and was one of my favorite rappers. Yasser's content, Yasser Hall, is coming up soon. We're gonna push the Artist Recreates the World soon.
I see you smiling with that on, yeah, so you're getting like really excited thinking about it.
I mean,
yeah,
and Yasser's my boy. I love his stuff, and we've been talking about making a project that blows him up, and it's like totally his vibe and really curated visually too, because his sound is great already. So shout out to Yasser Hall for sure.
Thanks for coming on.
But yeah, there's lots of great stuff down the pipeline.
Most of them we did. And then what they try to do when they see like your energy is grab you and pull you in so they can be cool.
Yeah, right. That's okay.
I just hope we don't succumb.
No, I mean that's okay. People can tempt, but it's not about money and fame things. It's about connecting, creating, and engaging in the community and really building a home, you know, in the place that you live, be that city. I don't know, I don't go too far wider than the city, because if I got homies in my city, I feel like I'm tight. I don't need everybody in the whole world to shout my name. I just want to be a local eccentric.
Wow. Oh, and on that note, a local eccentric, and I'm looking, I see a print of Joel Lopez. I love it.
Yep.
Got Willie Cole in the entrance. That's what's up, man. Peace, peace. That's all I can say. Peace.
Love dimension.
Peace to the love dimension.
Never claim being a starving artist, because that means that you're claiming that you're struggling, right? I never claimed that because I'm not struggling. I might not like the fact that this journey is a little rough, but I welcome the struggle and I welcome the roughness because that's a part of the game, right? And so again, I never say that I'm a starving artist because I'm not starving, because I'm too blessed for that.
Hey man, I go by Sourboy this big. Just to recap it tonight, Malik Whitaker's artwork is really dope, man. It's my first time at an event like this. You know, it's just really dope. Like, I didn't even know artists did stuff like that for the city. It's good to know that different parts of, you know, different ventures care about the city as much as I do. You know, I'm a musician, and what he was saying, I felt it even a part of what I do, because, you know, stuff comes to my head just like that when I write words. So, yeah, Malik Whitaker, man, it's real dope. Appreciate the art, man.
That's where I came from. That's where I went to. Now they ain't nobody. Don't wanna get that man nobody. That's how I got that smell. That's how I got that smell. Sulfur in the sky. The smell stings your eyes. Your senses are competing. As you know that your life is fleeting. Mushrooms in the skyline.
January 30th. So I did a shoot with Village Cat Productions, and it was kind of like serendipity-ish, and it was kind of like I was the adventure that found them. So we ended up taking some really stellar pictures and having fun in the process. I feel like sometimes when girls shoot, they forget to have fun in the process, or maybe I forget to have fun in the process. So shooting with Village Cat Productions was very fun and enlightening, and it showed me stuff about myself, like showed me things about myself, such as thinking outside the box, not being so reclusive and in my head while I'm shooting, you know, because we can overthink things, you know, and sometimes I'm very analytical. And for me, I don't think that it's good to be analytical when you're shooting, because I feel like shooting should be something fun. You understand? And I feel like all women should do a photo shoot because it's very empowering and it definitely helps with your confidence. You feel me? So I hear a skateboard. Oop, that's my ADHD, don't mind me. But yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this next shoot. I'm thinking about actually paying homage or respect to, let me do it, Wakanda forever. Yes. So I'm actually want to do maybe like a Black Panther inspired shoot. If you know me, you already know that I was with the black shit, like, you know. So I'm hoping my next shoot pretty much encompasses that whole Wakanda forever type of aesthetic vibe. So that's what I'm looking to do with my next shoot. When I'm not shooting, I'm also in my head thinking about how can I build my brand. So although I'm not shooting, it doesn't stop there, you feel me? Like, it doesn't stop because I'm not shooting. Although I'm not shooting, I'm always thinking about, okay, how can I obtain 100 followers today to monetize my social media platform, right? So yes, I may not be shooting, but I'm always thinking about how can I take myself to the next level, and how can I take the Eye of the Storm to the next level. So I feel like it's imperative, if you're not working on your craft, get outside, get some nature, get some sun, find time to negate away from your craft, to take time for yourself. Yes, I get it, if you love what you do, then okay, cool, do that. But I feel like for me, I feel like it's imperative that when I'm not shooting, I come out in nature. So, yeah, that's pretty much 3.5 minutes. Okay. Pretty much 3.5 minutes of me feeling socially awkward and awkward in general. But that's the beauty in it again, right? I guess maybe that's why I'm getting booked. Maybe I'm booking shoots because I'm socially awkward. Who knows? I don't know. But whatever you do, don't lose yourself in the process.
recreates the world.
Welcome to The Artist Recreates the World. I'm with Huck. Oh, let me have some of those the products there. So here we go. See, this is some hard work. Any words about this particular piece while you did this?
Well, this was one of my first pieces called Black Gold. It came at a time in my life where I was having a lot of inner conflict because I grew up in the church, and around this time is when I was leaving the church when I created this piece. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful in the camera. But yes, this is my baby right here. I take it everywhere. And then this is my computer bag. It's very heavy.
No, I got it. Yeah, that's good. We don't drop computers. Not on this show. We don't drop computers on this show.
And her name is Street Fighter Chic. She's based off of my love for video games, and in particular anime, Japanese video games. And I made her a black woman so she would look like people like me, because usually the characters are Japanese.
That's hot. Both of those are hot.
Thank you.
It's a great start. So, Huck, I saw your work on Instagram. I don't remember when I met you before, but I know when I saw those. Let's talk about those circles in your work first. Okay. Yeah, let's start with the circles.
So I always put circles into my work, not just my paintings and my illustrations, but also my photography.
Oh, I like that. When I turn, you turn.
Yeah. That was not fun.
Right.
But the circles in my work represent the life cycle, and it also is a remembrance for me that everything comes full circle. So while I might go through struggles now, it is pretty much I'm struggling to get to my higher successes. And it's also a way to encourage me when I feel like I'm never going to get out of these hard times that we as humans go through naturally. So it is a representation of the life cycle.
And talk about that, the name that you have on Instagram, the Unicorn yes. Black Unicorn, what is it?
Oh, so I call myself an artistic black unicorn. And that's because with unicorns, as we know, they're colorful, they're really vibrant creatures. They're never just one color. And I like to say that represents me because I do a lot of different things, and I hate putting myself into a singular box. Like, I hate saying I'm an artist because I feel like that doesn't cover half of what I do, because I'm not just an artist, I'm a creator. And not only that, I am also like an advocate for body positivity, and I'm a photographer, I'm an editor. I do so much that it would be me limiting myself to say I'm just an artist.
And so, on that note, I have to say there is an artist who created a music video or a song, Aziza, the musician, who I recorded some years ago. And she has a video, I can't remember the YouTube video, but in there she talks about in the Dogon tribe, because we're getting ready to go to religion next. Oh. In the Dogon tribe, oh, I love this. This thing gave me goosebumps. In the Dogon tribe, there's no name for artists. The closest name for artists in the Dogon tribe, and I don't know if you know, my followers, if you know the Dogon tribe, the African Dogon tribe, but do the research. It's a great find. The closest word for artists is spirit.
Oh, that hit me immediately. Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so we say that because spirit is so discombobulated, but the power of spirit is what's in our art.
It cannot be contained.
Right. So then we're gonna go right into our religious systems and how it has confused the heck out of us and tied us up. And I'll start because I don't know if many people know. I was raised in a Pentecostal church, Church of God in Christ. I still can say it. And more recently, I have what they call apostolic succession, where I have succession through the laying on of hands through a bishop that goes back to the Apostle Peter, 67 AD. Okay, so yeah, it's serious. And
yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll talk about that another time. But I say all that because we need to talk about our religious systems and why we don't have artists. Why aren't artists represented in the church? Your thoughts, Harvey?
Well, for me,
go get up, girl. She got a smile. I'll move this camera on that one.
Okay. For me to answer this question, I have to kind of go back to my childhood. I was pretty much raised in a Christian household, more particularly Church of Christ. And I don't know how many of you know this, but in the Church of Christ, everything is a sin. And pretty much what Church of Christ is saying is that everyone that's not in the Church of Christ specifically under that title is going to hell. So anybody that's not specifically Church of Christ, and that's whether you're Church of God, Baptist, Pentecostal, this pretty much says anything that's not Church of Christ, you're going to hell immediately just by your name being wrong. So my father was a preacher in the Church of Christ, and he pretty much conditioned me and my younger brother from birth, him and my mom both. And they had us believing a lot of things that I never fully understood. I questioned a lot. You know, if you question anything in religion, you become an enemy kind of to the religion. And then when I became more and more interested in art and got more in depth with it, I noticed the church kind of trying to sabotage my career. It's really ironic because they felt that I couldn't create art unless it was for them. And then they got to the point where anytime I created art that I was trying to do for them, they had a problem with it. They never wanted to
tell me about this part.
Oh yeah, so it gets deep. Like they never wanted to pay me. Honestly, my art takes hours, days, months, sometimes years to complete. They never wanted to pay me. And then they went as far as to slander me to my parents. These are other people in the church. They slandered me to my parents, and my parents kind of listened to them, and they weren't fully supportive of me after that. And then I got more into figure painting, figure drawing, and that's painting nude figures. So they called me a sinner after that and said if I didn't stop painting this stuff, I was going to hell. It was a lot of crazy stuff. So around the age of 19, I decided to leave the church. Yes.
Bless you, my
So at the age of 19, I started to leave the church. Ironically, around that same time, honestly, my family kind of fell apart. My parents ended up splitting up. My dad left the church. It was a lot of crazy stuff. So I took that as a sign that I made the right decision.
I want to ask you, what was it inside you that drove you to say, I got to do this? What was driving you? Was it simply the art? I mean, because there are a lot of artists, they deal with this. They deal with this turmoil.
Yes.
And because we have religious systems that are so strong and really are the foundation of this particular culture, we have that fight amongst ourselves, what's in our mind, what we're being taught, and then the strong urge from our soul to do the art. So what could you articulate what kind of really pushed you? If you can, if not, it's okay.
Oh no,
it's going to be therapeutic for more than you.
Yes.
It's going to be therapeutic because other people are dealing with this whole idea that I'm Catholic or I'm Christian and my church tells me I should do this and I want to make sure that I'm following God and following the mandates. And then yet, when you sit down with a pen or a pencil, or you sit down and you do your photography, you realize there's something so strong. And I don't want to lose your thought.
Oh, no.
But when I was in the church and I started playing, I told some people I wanted to be an artist. They're like, what? I want to be an artist. Go ahead.
It's always the reaction. When it came to my art, I've been doing it my whole life. And as a child, I was bullied, and my art was my escape. As I got older, it became more of my escape, and not just from like the things I dealt with in school and things of that nature, but also my escape from my religious turmoil. Because when you're continuously being taught something and being told that if you don't believe something, you're automatically going to hell, you grow up believing that. It messes with your mind, and it makes you think that I have to choose between what I love within my soul and what I can't live without, and if I want to save my soul. And that's a really bad battle for a child to have to go through, let alone an adult. So when it came down to my art, I pretty much said, what can I not live without? And I cannot live without my art. Yeah, like my art.
Wait a minute, hold on. We got to start right there. No, I just quickened right there. Y'all understand that?
Yeah.
Can you just say that again? Because what I love about the artists is they always give these truths.
Yes.
I cannot live without my art. I mean, that's like almost a sacrament. It's like almost a meditation. I cannot live without my art. You feel that? I mean, I felt that.
Oh yeah, I feel it on a daily basis. Right now I'm not working a 9-to-5, a job outside of my art. So my art is pretty much what keeps me alive every day. There have been times where I wanted to quit because I felt like I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, or I wasn't succeeding as fast as I thought I should. But every time I tried to quit, it was impossible. Like, it pulled me back in, like, immediately.
Oh.
Yes. Like, immediately pulled me back in. So it's impossible for an artist to just automatically stop based off of what everybody is telling them, but ignoring their soul and what their soul is telling them. So
come on.
Yeah, that's what it came down to.
Come on.
Yes. I mean, I feel like our purpose in this life is to be happy anyway. Like, we're not meant to live miserably. And for an artist to have to quit their art, that's what they're doing. They're choosing to get rid of their happiness and what brings them life.
How do you watch the Vandalhaus live stream? I like to watch it on as many screens as possible here in my house. All around the Vandalhaus. The heart of which is the love dimension. Stay tuned. Midnight to 6 a.m. every day. Beauty of the Newark love dimension is calling. Much love. The love dimension. Open my doors to you. Tuesday night to 6 a.m. Every day. Love the Vandalhaus. Vandalhaus live stream. Vandalhaus live.
The artist recreates the world.
Welcome to the Artist Recreates the World. I am with Kasim Munoz. Kasim, tell us about some of the things you do as an artist. Just threw all that Asian stuff on me that you know, but
Chinese medicine.
Yes.
The Kung Fu.
Yes.
The Qigong, the martial arts.
Yes. I know y'all would know that. I just found out myself. And he's a bass player.
Bass player, musician, yeah.
But the work, you were just talking about one of the first exhibits you did was Strongman's exhibit with Manta.
Yeah, my first introduction into Newark was at the Strongman exhibit that was at the Jewish Museum. So Mansa Musa and Amrisi Smith, they were heading that. And I mean, definitely like Joel Lopez, I'm sure he got me, like helped to get me into that exhibit too. You know, also Cortez. So.
And I remember, and I think this is really good, I remember your work, the little boy.
Yes.
With the colored hat. and he's kind of looking toward the sky, and he has this kind of expression that I can't explain, but you're able to capture like whatever you intended on conveying in that.
Right.
So what was that about?
That's a young boy looking up to his father. You know, it's like this is my father, and I'm proud. This is my dad. I'm proud. He's showing me how to be a man. How to travel, trek through life, and to be responsible and to stand up for the right. And like my heroes, definitely first and foremost was always my mother, my father. Always looked up to them all the time.
So how'd you get that expression in his face? Because there was something going on. I mean, it was the perspective, yes.
Right, yeah.
But how'd you get that stuff going on? Was that purposely done, or do you back into that?
Yeah, it's purposely done, but it's like when you're looking at art, it's you want to start to pull out the essence. Like you want to have some type of emotion. So a feeling, like when you look at artwork, it's like, how do you feel about it? Or how does it make you feel? Does it make you think about something?
Right.
And like one of the main things that I've been focusing on now is that emotion, the expression. What is this person thinking at this moment? And then I kind of leave it up to the viewer, to interpret that.
So I've seen you do quite a few portraits. So when you do a portrait, are you trying to capture what you see from that portrait, what the other artist is trying to convey, or is it just your rendition of that feeling that you sense? Is that a separation, or did I say the same thing? I'm not trying to confuse them. I might have confused myself.
Yeah. Well, all right. So I can explain this.
Yeah.
Like I have, everybody has particular tastes. Right. And how they want a certain pose or how it should look, but for me, I'm always looking for the best expression. I have certain tastes and what I want to pull out through a piece. I mean, as far as like my latest piece was the Dr. Martin Luther King piece,
right?
And I wanted to convey that piece of this man who has his vision, has his dream, and he's kind of looking into the future, this is what it could be.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I wanted to convey that in the painting.
That's kind of hard to do, isn't it?
It's tough.
Wow.
Yeah, it's tough.
So along that line of thought, so what is art to you?
Art is beauty. It's expression. It's making a statement. Sometimes people don't have the faculty, or they have the expertise, or they don't know how to vocalize or write down exactly what they're saying. So that's when you have the artist comes through and they'll put something down on the wall, or it kind of creates a conversation or gets people talking about an issue. So for me, it's like for the most part, what is art for me? I kind of go in a classical direction. Because that's what I love. I love portraits and Sargent and Velázquez and Zorn and Sir Peter Paul Rubens and Gustav Klimt, and I kind of go there. But then I want to absorb those techniques and then apply to what do I want to say.
Right.
What am I saying at this moment? How do I take that technique and then bring that to the masses and start some conversation?
You have any new ideas that you're working on or in your head?
I have.
Oh, no, that's a loaded question.
You know what? Let's put it this way. Sometimes I feel like I'm living 6 or 5 lives, because there's
the projects.
Well, I mean, there's my martial arts.
Right.
There's qigong.
Oh, that's real cool.
There's my music. There's my art. There's commissions. I'm teaching kids in Patterson, cool. The school. Yeah. So it's I love the dream. I love helping people, and I get super excited when I see a challenge before me, and especially when I'm helping kids. It's how do you see this? How can we solve this? And then get them involved. I can't really show them how I do it. I can present, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, and then I love to see them really solve that
So, solve that. So, how do you, I don't know your personality or your makeup, but do you shut down? I mean, how do you have quiet time? Is that important? That you have quiet time or time when you just still?
Yes. So I would say the best time is in the morning. That's when you can really.
What's the morning for you? 6?
It depends.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, it depends. So yeah, like so this last week, I was doing.
It's trying to look on your face.
It depends because
yeah,
like for me, I need to have sleep. If I don't have sleep, I can't function. So
give me
like,
some of that. Me and you both can't mess with my sleep.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of what I do are like feats of strength. And because I'm like I do that, I have to come back. I have to replenish, and then when I wake up, that's when I do my qigong. That's when I replenish the essence and.
That's all right. So you gave me my caption there. The artist the artist performs feats. Quasm. The artist performs feats of strength. That's what they are.
Yeah. Well,
we're really superheroes. I mean, truth be told, I mean. We take it lightly, but nobody else can do what artists do, and how we do it, and we're not always getting properly compensated for it. We work hard, but there are feats of. I think artists are superheroes. Now you want to say you have a thought?
Yeah.
We're talking about Jesus now?
No. So all right. So like I want to get back to I'm teaching in Patterson. So I'm originally from Patterson, so like it feels good to come back to Patterson and teach and help the kids. I've been thinking for years, like how can I help, kids or people from the city of Patterson. So I'm teaching art, but with visual art, most times, like it takes a lot for it to be seen. Like I mean, like you have your street art, like you'll pass by and you kind of like stop and drive, and it may stop you, it may move you, but. Like for the most part, it's not like dance. It's not like music, where it's like you can hear, you can see, it's moving, right?
Yes.
So like for School 24 in Patterson, what I did was we completed a mural in 2 days, in 2 half days, and it's 12 feet by 12 feet. So my 4th grade, my 5th grade, and my 6th grade students. So that's like that was like a feat of strength, and then I wanted to be so much so where you can't avoid it. As soon as you walk into the auditorium, it's like, wow. It's like, they see it, they're feeling it, it's in their face.
That's great.
Whereas like you have music, it's like you can hear it coming through the walls, pushing through, or you know what I mean? Or dance, but I wanted to bring that visual art process to the forefront.
You got me a little stunned with the now I'm looking at all the little superheroes. so you not only perform feats of strength, you train these and teach these the young ones. But that's what it's all about. The teaching component to me is so important. I think we underestimate it. And I know we have it in our structured schools, and that's important. But I also see. I see people, or I see artists they must teach kids the art.
Kids
in formal and informal settings.
Yes.
That to me, that's the most powerful, because when you learn it in an informal setting, it kicks off some other skill sets within you, because it's not in that structured, confined kind of process, so to speak.
Yeah, it depends on the teacher, depends on the students. It's all about adaptability.
Yes,
like
no doubt.
Like being able to navigate, through these waters and say, well, I'm going to steer it this way. This is what you need. And like observe what they're doing, what they're missing, and then course correction. All right, this is what you need. This is what we got to focus on.
I like another caption, course correction.
Every day, I delay. No, it's not no truth. Sometimes, yeah, I do. But that's okay. Who can say?
Now I go. Blow bubbles away, 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 blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble. Away.
The artist recreates the world.
Welcome to the Artist Recreates the World. I am with Kasim Munoz. Kasim, tell us about some of the things you do as an artist. You just threw all that Asian stuff on me that you know, but
Chinese medicine.
Yes.
The kung fu.
Yes.
The qigong, the martial arts.
Yes. I know y'all would know that. I just found out myself. And he's a bass player.
Bass player, musician, yeah.
But the work, you were just talking about one of the first exhibits you did was Strongman's exhibit with Mansa.
Yeah, my first introduction into Newark was at the Strongman exhibit that was at the Jewish Museum. So Mansa Musa and Amrisi Smith, they were heading that, and I mean, definitely like Joel Lopez. I'm sure he got me, like helped to get me into that exhibit too. You know, also Cortez. So.
And I remember, and I think this is really good. I remember your work, the little boy.
Yes.
With the colored hat, and he's kind of looking toward the sky, and he has this kind of expression that I can't explain, but you're able to capture like whatever you intended on conveying in that.
Right.
So what was that about?
That's a young boy looking up to his father. You know, it's like this is my father, and I'm proud. This is my dad. I'm proud. He's showing me how to be a man. How to travel, trek through life, and to be responsible and to stand up for the right. And like my heroes, definitely first and foremost was always my mother, my father. Always looked up to them all the time.
So how'd you get that expression in his face? Because there was something going on. You know, I mean, it was the perspective, yes.
Right, yeah.
But how'd you get that stuff going on? Was that purposely done, or do you like back into that?
Yeah, it's purposely done, but it's like when you're looking at art, it's you want to start to pull out the essence. Like you want to have some type of emotion. You know, a feeling like when you look at artwork, it's like, how do you feel about it, or how does it make you feel? Does it make you think about something?
Right.
And like one of the main things that I've been focusing on now is that emotion, the expression. Like what is this person thinking at this moment? And then like I kind of leave it up to the viewer, to interpret that.
So I've seen you do quite a few portraits. So when you do a portrait, are you trying to capture what you see from that portrait, what the other artist is trying to convey, or is it just your rendition of that feeling that you sense? Is that a separation, or did I say the same thing? I'm not trying to confuse him. I might have confused myself.
Yeah. Well, all right. So I can explain this.
Yeah.
Like I have, everybody has particular tastes.
Right.
And how they want like a certain pose or how it should look, but like for me, I'm always looking for the best expression. I have certain tastes and what I want to pull out through a piece. I mean, as far as like my latest piece was the Dr. Martin Luther King piece,
right?
And like I wanted to convey that piece of this man who has his vision, has his dream, and he's like kind of like looking into the future, like this is what it could be.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And like I wanted to convey that in the painting.
That's kind of hard to do, isn't it?
It's tough.
Wow.
Yeah, it's tough.
So along that line of thought, so what is art to you?
Art is beauty. It's expression. It's making a statement. Sometimes people don't have the faculty, or they have the expertise, or they don't know how to vocalize or write down exactly what they're saying. So that's when you have the artist comes through and they'll put something down on the wall, or they'll, you know, it kind of like creates a conversation or gets people talking about an issue. So for me, it's like for the most part, what is art for me? Like I kind of go in a classical direction, because like that's what I love. I love like portraits and like Sargent and Velázquez and Zorn and Sir Peter Paul Rubens and Gustav Klimt, and like I kind of go there, but then I want to absorb those techniques and then apply to what do I want to say.
Right.
What am I saying at this moment? How do I take that technique and then bring that to the masses and, you know, start some conversation?
You have any new ideas that you're working on or in your head? Oh, no, that's a loaded question.
You know what? Let's put it this way. Sometimes I feel like I'm living like 6 or 5 lives, because there's
the projects.
Well, I mean, there's my martial arts.
Right.
There's qigong.
Oh, that's real cool.
There's my music. There's my art. There's commissions. I'm teaching kids in Patterson, the school. Yeah. So it's like you know, I love the dream. I love helping people, and like I get super excited when I see a challenge before me, and especially like when I'm helping kids. It's like, you know, like, how do you see this? How can we solve this? And then get them involved. I can't really show them how I do it. I can like present, well, this is, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, and then I love to see them really like solve that.
So how do you know, I don't know your personality or your makeup, but do you shut down? I mean, how do you have quiet time? Is that important? That you have quiet time or time when you just still?
Yes, so I would say the best time is in the morning. That's when you can really...
What's the morning for you? 6?
It depends.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, it depends. So yeah, like so this last week, I was doing.
It's trying to look on your face.
It depends, because like for me, I need to have sleep. If I don't have sleep, I can't function. So
give me some of that. Me and you both can't mess with my butt by sleep.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of what I do are like feats of strength. And because I'm like I do that, I have to come back. I have to replenish, and then when I wake up, that's when I do my qigong. That's when I replenish the essence. And
that's all right. So you gave me my caption there. The artist performs feats. Quasm. The artist performs feats of strength. That's what they are.
Yeah. Well,
we're really superheroes. You know. I mean, truth be told, I mean. We take it lightly, but nobody else can do what artists do, you know, and how we do it, and we're not always getting properly compensated for it. We work hard, but there are feats of strength. I think artists are superheroes. Now you want to say you have a thought?
Yeah.
We're talking about Jesus now?
No. So all right. So like I want to get back to I'm teaching in Patterson. So I'm originally from Patterson, so like it feels good to come back to Patterson and teach and help the kids. I've been thinking for years, like, how can I help, you know, kids or, you know, people from the city of Patterson? So I'm teaching art, but with visual art, most times, like, it takes a lot for it to be seen. Like, I mean, like, you have your street art, like, you'll pass by and you kind of like stop and drive, and it may stop you, it may move you, but like for the most part, it's not like dance. It's not like music, where it's like you can hear, you can see, it's moving, right?
Yes.
So like for School 24 in Patterson, what I did was we completed a mural in 2 days, in 2 half days, and it's 12 feet by 12 feet. So my 4th grade, my 5th grade, and my 6th grade students. So that's like that was like a feat of strength, and then I wanted to be so much so where you can't avoid it. As soon as you walk into the auditorium, it's like, wow. It's like they see it, they're feeling it, it's in their face.
That's great.
You know, whereas like you have music, it's like you can hear it coming through the walls, you know, pushing through, or you know what I mean? Or dance, but I wanted to bring that visual art process to the forefront.
You got me a little stunned with the now I'm looking at all the little superheroes. so you not only perform feats of strength, you train these and teach these the young ones. But that's what it's all about. The teaching component to me is so important. I think we underestimate it. And I know we have it in our structured schools, and that's important. But I also see I see people, or I see artists they must teach kids the art.
Kids
in formal and informal settings.
Yes.
That, to me, that's the most powerful, because when you learn it in an informal setting, it kicks off some other skill sets within you, because it's not in that structured, confined kind of process, so to speak.
Yeah, it depends on the teacher, depends on the students. It's all about adaptability.
Yes,
like
no doubt.
Being able to navigate, through these waters and say, well, I'm going to steer it this way. This is what you need. And observe what they're doing, what they're missing, and then course correction. All right, this is what you need. This is what you got to focus on.
I like another caption, course correction.
How do you enjoy the Vandalhaus live stream? I like to watch it on as many screens as possible, all around the house, all around my Vandalhaus, all around the 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 Vandalhaus, Vandalhaus.com, live stream. You're on and you're watching The Love Dimension, midnight to 6 a.m. every day. And tune in to see local Newark artists, footage from open mic nights, and the beauty of the Newark community. Much love from the Love Dimension. I better stop the bubbles.
Folks, he's New Jersey's most feared mobster, and he sells illegal deli meat. Paulie is all business.
I don't sell no freaking weak pastrami. Homie, don't play that. Oh, do me a favor. You be careful. It is a very dangerous neighborhood out here.
But he has a cop that's trying to bust him.
This man and his dirty deli meat needs to be put to an end now.
He has an enemy that's trying to destroy him.
I want you out of my territory.
He has a family that's falling apart.
Now suck this like you suck my husband's meat.
I hate you. Daddy, I hate you.
Dad, I want the life that you had. I want the cars, the money, the biatches.
Don't be calling us biatches.
And he has a black girlfriend who's obsessed with his white meat.
Paulie, why won't you let me into your life?
I'm sorry, Shamika, Tamika, Jamika, Wamika, Lamika, but that is never gonna happen. Hey, sweetheart, maybe sometime you can come taste my other meat.
Paulie's dream was to expand his illegal meat empire beyond Jersey. And whenever Paulie came to New York, he would often sell his meat to this hot-looking female attorney. Now you see that guy watching Paulie? Well, he's Paulie's biggest arch enemy. And he's also the largest dealer of illegal salami in New York City. His name is Sammy the Salami, from the salami crime family. And folks, Sammy didn't like Paulie making moves in his territory. Oh, he didn't like it at all.
Let's go.
Now, as Paulie's illegal meat empire was growing in Newark, there was one woman who was trying hard to shut it down. And her name is Detective Susan Swallows.
I have several surveillance photos of Paulie Pastrami selling illegal pastrami to gangster rapper Notorious Biggie S'mores in downtown Newark. Sergeant? Yes.
These photos are useless because they don't prove that this pastrami is even illegal.
But Sergeant Dildo, the pastrami is illegal, and I have several sources on the street that can confirm this.
Swallows, just give this up because we've got more important cases to worry about than Paulie Pastrami.
Sergeant, I refuse to let this mobster's illegal meat destroy this city.
Look, Swallows.
I mean, this meat is highly addictive and hasn't even been certified by the Food and Drug
Swallows.
Administration. Sergeant, this man and his dirty deli meat needs to be put to an end now.
Swallows, just give this case up. Just give it up. And if I find out that you're still investigating this Paulie Pastrami bullshit, then you will be suspended indefinitely. So stop focusing on this Paulie Pastrami and start focusing on some real criminals. You're dismissed. You're dismissed, Swallows.
Yeah, let me call you back. I'll take care of this.
I need my pastrami.
Next time on Polly Pastrami.
You know, Polly, you may be on a rise now, but you're gonna fall soon. And when you do, I'm gonna be all over you like Charlie Sheen on a crack pipe.
Come play the world's best Mafia game on Facebook at MafiaLife.com, which lets you create your own mob character, join a crew, work your way to boss, even start your own crime family. Unlock the hidden pastrami item to trade it in for $50 worth of Mafia Life power. For a free Mafia Life gift, contact Hitman Mafia Life Chris on Facebook. Let him know Paulie Pastrami sent you. Go to MafiaLife.com now.
Turn most after dark with our host, our special guest.
I prefer Old Inca though.
Oh, Inca? Oh, Inca.
Okay, let's go guys.
There's also like a higher level where the eyes are white because they're in a meditative state because their third eyes are open. And you see other old school looks because they got like a high top things as well. This mask here is actually the same mask here, which is from the comic book. My character is called Super Sketch Human, and this is like one of his ancestral gods. They're like masks, African masks, but one of them gods.
Very important, very timely, very inspiring, and just to be in the same place at this very exact time. With the last month it was Gladys Rowell in the same space, and if you missed it, you missed history being unfolded. Now if you want it from here on in, you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay. Gave it to you once, now you gotta pay for it.
I never had it.
This piece is by Sarah Walco, and the name of it is Raids on the Unspeakable. And the piece says we are either going to have a future where women lead the way to make peace with the earth, or we are not going to have a human future at all. And this particular piece makes me feel it's more of a confirmation on how I feel. I see keys, I see butterflies, I see stones. I see electronics as well, but I see a lot of
Chase Mills pretty light. We chase love by the time, and yet I fight, and yet I fight this battle on my own. No one to call to, no one to go home. Give yourself his ring. Give yourself his ring. And yet I find, repeating in my head, if I can be my own, I'll feel better dead.
Every day, I delay. No, it's not no truth. Sometimes, yeah, I do. But that's okay. Who can say? Now I don't. Blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away. Blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubbles away. Blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away. Blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow. Away.
Tune in to the Love Dimension. Midnight to 6 a.m. every day on the Vandalhaus live stream.
Don't fake it, baby. Lay the whole thing on me. The church of my love is such a holy place to be. Fake it, baby. Make me see you really care. Maybe jump into the air. Put your electric eye on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Press your space close to mine, love. Freak out in the moon's daydream, oh yeah. Oh. Freak out in the moonlight's daydream, oh yeah. You go well.
Everything, every day, I delay. No, it's not the truth. Sometimes, yeah, I do. But that's okay. Who can say? Now I go. Blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble. Away.
Hey yo, Al, we done signed you to Fueled by Imagination. Now we're gonna need you to come and bring something new and unique to the table. What you got? They saying on the internet they tired of that mumble rap. They saying it ain't about nothing, but they got some high standards out here. They wanna hear something different. Say no more, my dude. Just light some incense. Give me some Palo Santo. Alright?
Love and happiness is the remedy. If you want it, you got it, just let it be, let it be. Or that you telling me positive energy. Only one positive energy. Only one positive energy. Listen when you listen. Divinity in your vision. Human being in conditions. Whole lot of optimism. Whole lot of unconditional love. Big heart and optimism. Big part of us is stardust. Don't be caught up in conditions. Ain't no competition. Tell them ain't no competition. Unity and no division. You can see how we live. Look at how we growing. You can see the gold in it. Alchemy is flowing. Whole soul showing. Positive energy. Only one positive. All that you got for me. All that I'm giving is positive energy. Positive energy. Only one positive energy. Only one positive energy. Positive mental attitude. Into higher latitude. Look at all the things around it. People comprehending and they understanding it. Positive mental psychology. Illuminating, blow your life about it. Focus on what matters to you. Focus on positive energy. Only one positive energy. Give me that positive energy. Optimism got the energy. Optimism is the remedy. Need that positive energy. Said we need that positive energy. Focused on the higher things. Love on the horizon. Blowing up your vibrate. It's all in perfect timing. You agree to my king. Overcome a lot of things. Tell me, are you a queen of my king? You know we done seen a lot of things. We done been through a lot of things. Now we got our mind on higher things. Positive energy. Positive energy. Positive energy. Only one positive energy. Lot of each enemy. Peace and love and happiness is the remedy. Working on it like it's therapy. I don't just do this for me. Positive energy. Only one of it comes. Positive energy. Love is the energy.
Tune in to the Love Dimension. Midnight to 6 a.m. every day on the Vandalhaus live stream.
In the hair, everywhere. Woo! 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 Feel that swell, don't feel swell. Yes, I do, yeah, might just smell. Smell like hell. That's where I came from as well. Feel now, ain't nobody. Don't wanna get that hair, nobody. That's how I got that smell. That's how I got that smell. Somewhere in the sky, the smell stings your eyes. Your senses are competing. As you know that your life is fleeting. Mushrooms in the skyline.
What it do? I was like, what's up and what it do? Like, mix. It's a sunny ass day. What's up?
What day is it?
It's 420!
This beat is, epic.
That's right.
Me? Well, I got bars, right? Cause,
I know it's freezing out below zero this winter. Fur hood on and his scarf down like dinner. It came in second, but still claimed the winner. I ran circles all around you like a home run hitter. The spit so nasty like I'm chewing tobacco. Don't need to get flashy cause I keep the attack. Know the racks, the stacks will deliver the smack. So prepare for the worst, gonna get your back blown. And yeah, you might be grown, but you're on the short side. Can never handle all the truth, so I've fed you all the lies. And you chow down on them hard like McDonald's French fries while I laughed as I watched
it goes straight to your thighs. Your demise was sadder than Kesha with no glitter. I prefer you like my coffee, that's hot, steamy, and bitter. And when I'm finished with the verse, you'll be caged up wicker while I'm slicker on the beat than a samurai killer with a bad side. But we know it ain't new, just a kiss of an idea when we were young and fools. And now I'ma give it to ya cause I'm strong and cool, cause I got a bad side, but I won't let it rule. Say bad side, but we know it ain't new, just a kiss of an idea when we were young and fools. And now I'ma give it to ya cause I'm strong and cool, cause I got a bad side, but I won't let it rule. Where my drums at? This is Bar S, aka the one take Snake, aka Juices, aka Sleeping Beauty. Cause when the dust is settled and the wind's slow, you'll see I've cast the spell in a curse. So I'll send you down 8 flights in fur. No, cause you are fraudulent, that's a fake hoe. I'll burn the floor, burn the roof, make it choke. Dig the flames cause it's hot when you croak. Dudes diving in for the breaststroke, but they 1640s art, yeah that's fine, but Baroque. I'ma hover like a fog and blind you on the way, move you 2 inches to the left and fuck out the feng shui. Beat them down with the bars, get it videotape, watch your raggedy ass make Yahoo front page. Gonna raise up the temp with the heat, I'm intrinsic. Can't cover up the lies like when you sneezed and it missed it. Get jacks all restricted, give rise to resistance while we stand tall gifted. And they just a statistic, we're a bad side, but we know it ain't new, just a kiss of an idea when we were young and fools. And now I'ma give it to you cause I'm sprung and cool, cause I got a bad side, but I won't let it rule. Saying bad side, but we know it ain't new, just a kiss of an idea when we were young and fools. And now I'ma give it to you cause I'm sprung and cool, cause I got a bad side, but I won't let it rule.
We are in a park that I forget the name of. Yeah.
Riverfront Park.
And what are you looking at? The Mississippi River over there.
What we believe.
No, I'm sure.
We believe.
Fucking Mississippi River. It's the fucking Mississippi River.
So why am I looking at you guys and not at the river?
Just show them the river. Show the people what they want. A big, mighty river.
Show us your river.
Check out that Taji.
It's the mighty Mississippi.
Check out the Taji.
I work on social studies.
It's the Mississippi!
something was, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What are you talking about?
Thank you for the compliment. I clearly have no idea what's going on.
Do I look like I know what's going on? Because I'm sorry for projecting
Look at you
that.
scoffing. I
I'm
showed
sorry.
someone my map and they liked it. So fuck off, all of it.
I'm an alligator. I'm a mama papa coming for you. I'm a space invader. I'll be a rocky rolling bitch for you. Keep your mouth shut. Talking like a big monkey bird. And I'm busting up my brains for the world. Keep your electric eye on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Put your space close to mine, love. Freak out in the moon next daydream, oh yeah. Don't fake it, baby. Lay the whole thing on me. The church of my love is such a holy place to be. Fake it, baby. Make me see you really care. Maybe jump into the air. Put your electric eye on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Press your space close to mine, love. Freak out in the moon's daydream. He's got his armor. This gun's not working yet.
You Hello, we're back from our little Toby walk, and we're entering our space, the Vandalhaus. Ooh, the puppies. The puppies are all dressed. Ooh. Aria. And we're entering the Love Dimension space.
Oh, wow, it's nice. It's nice and warm in here.
And the Love Dimension is on.
And we have water. Yeah.
And we have water. And it's nice and warm here. And it's the Love Dimension. Oh. Hello, Aria. Hello. Hello, Ari. You want to play Twister? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So it's that funny squeal.
Uh-oh. He just realized that they're in his space. He's realizing now that that they're visiting. That it's old friends. Yeah. And Toby's in the mix. Going back now into the threshold of the Love Dimension.
I think he remembers me now.
Hello. Oh. 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 Everyone are here. In the Love Dimension. The power of the puppy power.
I like her. She's like a fuzzball. Toby's really cute. Yeah. Where can I sit? Oh, anywhere. Just pretend Toby gets not going.
This is the Love Dimension after all.
This one? Okay.
You may sit in there. That couch is open now too.
Come here.
Toby! Alright, let me disrobe.
Oh, I did want to show you this. Look at Aria's collar.
Alright, so yo, I know you guys are excited, but please don't be like overzealous. But I mean, are y'all good? Like, we good to go in there and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
You better not do that when we get in there. These are the gurus.
Relax. You're always being over dramatic.
Can we get this going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Wait.
Oh yeah. We got this. Alright. We got this, but I can't be staying long. Man.
Yo, Lavari, what's good, man? How you, bro?
I'm good, man. What's
going
up?
on, man? How you?
I'm good. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, you mind if I take this picture real quick?
Wait a minute. Side, bro. Side.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I've been hearing a lot of things about you on these.
Oh,
pictures.
yo, look. These are my peoples right here. You know what I'm
these
saying?
peoples right
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So we're doing a little bit of
Come
shopping.
on,
so,
man.
know,
You gotta let me take a picture, man. This one look like a light skinned high came, and this one look like an up and coming actress.
Look,
like,
if they say so, you good, but just don't. That
Come
whole
on, man.
Good
I know
Day
y'all
New
want
York
the
thing
picture,
that you did. Listen, dude. Like that whole Good Day New York thing is.
oh,
like, nah.
man. I know you was not mad about Paris Hilton.
Perez Hilton.
Man, you know what I mean.
Listen, man. You ain't page 6. Get up off this. Let's go.
Oh, come on, boy. Don't be like
Let's
that.
go.
Oh, man. You selling now.
So, LeVar, what brings you here? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I got two of my friends here moving area. They love to meet you. They're enamored with you. They saw you in Vogue. They seen Harper's Bazaar. I can keep going on, but you know, they already know. They want to know about fashion, man. They just seek your advice as a guru. So that's basically it.
Oh, okay. So what do you think fashion is?
Yeah, there's this watch, bling, this chain. Yeah, looking fly. Yeah, that's what fashion is to me.
Maybe it's my hair. Oh, wait, my shoes. I don't know. Can you tell me?
Well, I can tell you, but I'd rather show you. Come with me.
Recording now on the Zoom Fish Islands. We got some other people, some other friends, some new people from the Love Dimension. I can see. I can see Miguel. I can see that little reference spot over there going on. We got this one. Another shot. Man, you're conveniently tucked into a corner.
That's alright. I like to be heard but not seen.
Yeah, that's good. Very, very fun, very fun. Very fun loop going on.
You can start a beat if you want, and then we can just tag along with you. I want to find that sound I like.
Oh, no, I'm just a minute because I can't keep this going too long. I need to figure this out as I go.
I get some mics going, right? And I can play with this.
So who wants to touch your Let me tune that guitar and see what's up. I'll tune it to you.
Yeah, you're there. That's something. You're that one.
What's your E?
Died?
Yeah.
Oh,
91.
Jerry Lewis was very funny.
He was a comedian, film actor, and also very well known for a telethon that he ran.
For the MDA.
But yeah, he's died.
Jerry's kids.
He died at the age of 91.
Pretty good.
Damn, I'm sad.
91's good.
Yeah, the time. He was even in his CGI animated Nutty Professor sequel.
I
Beautiful job, everybody.
See how this improv stuff works? This kind of happens, right?
Thanks to Rolly, shout out to Rolly, shout out to Cord, shout out to finding garbage in the streets.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Shout out to the dimension. That's really what's making it happen.
Let's go over there and have a toast. This looks so nice. Things look so nice here.
The bun got
Listen that up.
caught.
Spot here. And yeah, that guy's got his spot. If you think that it'd be better suited with a longer cord, I could make that happen too.
No, it's fine for now.
Cool, cool, cool.
Now this is life. This is what life is. This is what life.
Jason's brilliant light. Jays look at the time, and yet I fight this battle on my own. No one to call to, no one to go home. Give little self is raised. Give little self is raised. And yet I find repeating in my head. If I can be my own, I'll feel better there.
I said, watch out for that nigga, cause he checking. He gon' run up on you for that work you put in. I'ma have your bitch working it like a show. Nigga, watch me take your bitch when you ain't looking. They looking at a nigga funny cause they know I'm hood rich. My old girl told me that I don't deserve a good bitch. But she ain't with your ass, they never do me no good, bitch. I never pull up, girl, you know I'ma leave it good shit. I'm swerving, nigga, you said bitches coming, what's the verdict? I got a bitch on Leo and I ain't got a purchase. she a fame off the city. You can see it in my eyes, but I'm glad that she put that bitch's business to the side and let me smash. Ooh, girl, you know that's all I ever wanted, and I got it, and you got it, baby girl, gonna flaunt it. Yeah. Her friends small, but fucking she got a mean wagon. I ain't never stopping till I got my chin wagging now. Oh, you mad just because she let me fuck her? If you really about that action, nigga, pull up. Nigga, ain't nobody tell you
What does that mean? You guys didn't even. Where are we going? I mean, I think I felt it. I was definitely.
What did you feel?
I was engaged. I was calmed.
Where was your head at? What was going through your mind? Thank you.
I was honestly a bit lost in discovery, trying to decide what my place really is.
Did you find your place?
No.
No?
It's okay, there's plenty of time for that.
It's part of what we're doing. It's the trip in itself, to where you're supposed to go and be. So it's what's in the tunnel, where we're channeling what's in there. You know, like being in the womb, being in outer space.
Yeah.
That's where you were. Anything else you want to add on? It's all. I mean, it's all improv.
It's all
improv.
improvised.
Yeah.
But it's communication.
Yeah. It sounds.
Through sounds here in the Love Dimension.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Your feelings on God.
So the first thing I feel like I might be, and this is gonna sound nuts, it might sound a little bananas, right? Alright. So first thing I gotta say is time doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. It's a human-made concept.
It's a human construct.
It's a human construct. Humans made it so that we can get like how far distances between, you know, us traveling around the sun. So we call it it's a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what time is. Time doesn't really exist.
Time helps us explain our existence.
Our existence, yes. So in a sense, everything that has happened will happen and is happening in my eyes. It's already happening. So it's just like the question is, what is God? Like where? You know what I mean? What is God, right? So like I definitely don't believe in an omnipotent, omnipresent being. I feel like in our existence, in our realm of existence that we're in, this dimension that we're in,
the lie dimension, the current dimension, the place outside the world.
current dimension that we're in, I don't feel as though that type of creature can exist. In another dimension, 4th, 5th, definitely, no problem. And that creature could probably create our dimension very easily. Like, it's like nothing. It's like us creating a video game. That's God. One of my ideas of what God could be.
Yeah.
Our idea of something that looks over us, takes care of us, all that, I throw that out the book. I don't think that exists. I think the universe is in its own self, its own construct. But there is a creator. Like, just like we invented fucking what's that game that everybody could, Grand Theft Auto. The avatar can't realize itself. It can turn into 360,
So,
but it can never see that it's being controlled.
My next question would embody and take that note to the next level. What happens when we are capable of creating that artificial intelligent realm where beings exist and collaborate and create in a way that for them is as real as our space, artificial intelligence and artificial spaces in that level?
I love that question. Because I have a great answer for that question. You're gonna fucking love this, right?
Yeah, I thought you would.
So it goes right back into God. Goes right back into it, right? So I had a conversation with my friend one time, and I was asking him, where do you think God comes from? Like, if there's a creature, if there's a God, or let's say that creature exists in our dimension, where and when was it created? Did it come from? Right? So he says to me, oh, well, then it has to start at the beginning. He had to make everything first, and then everything else comes into existence. And then what I said to him was this, and this is my answer to that question. What happens when we are able to do all those things, artificial intelligence, all that, right? So here, first off, like I was telling you, time is a human-made construct. So as much as what I say is about time is relevant as much as the next guy, right? So anyway, what I think the picture of time is, it's not linear. It's not like a line, right? It's like the infinity symbol. It just goes on, goes interlapping. You know what I mean? But always making something different at another turn. So that's what I think time looks like. Infinity symbol, right? So where and when would creatures like that exist, and why is it relevant to us? This is what I was saying to my friend, and why I think if there is, let's say there is a God in this dimension, this is what happens. What I think might happen, right? Out of self-sustaining me, like out of a human, there's a day where we're actually that smart. We're AI up, we're making all sorts of shit a couple million years from now, right? That couple million years from now is as relevant as it is today. It's as relevant as it is today. Just like 1900 when Einstein said E equals mc squared is relevant today, same shit. The future is as relevant today as it is the past. It's the same. There's no difference. We just haven't seen it yet. So boom, this is what happens, right? Let's say the planet's like, oh my God, everybody's dying. Everyone's dying. We're all dying. There's some point where we're so intelligent, we know that our own existence is futile.
We've led our society to this point. Something's going to explode. The sun, who knows?
Throughout history and time, at that time, we still don't see God. We still don't see that thing that we've been talking about the whole time, right? But we still believe in it. Like, it's something that we believe in. So we say to ourselves, hey, man, human beings, we need to continue on for the rest of existence. The fucking Earth is going into a black hole. You know what we need to do? Fuck it, bro. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but we, in a sense, this is what I'm saying, they invent something, some AI that's so intelligent that extends dimensions or some shit that becomes what we've always talked about, God.
Yeah, so you're talking, it sounds like you think that the point of that ascension
is self-perpetuating.
To that level, once we make an AI that can make an AI smarter than itself, that's an exponential process.
Yes, that eventually we create.
People have spoken about that. That's the singularity. As it shoots up, you think that is a new creation of God, or a new creation of a different universe or dimension. It's specifically a creation of a new dimension, where maybe in that instant God exists and creates a new dimension, or something like that happens.
Facts. What I feel is though is right. Every single, let's say there's dimensions across dimensions, they're all connected probably in some sort of fucking complex way that I can never fucking imagine. So in that sense, the beginning of something, I think, might be the end of everything else, in a sense.
The beginning of something could be the end of something.
And I think that's a perfect place.
The beginning of everything is the end of the same exact thing.
The beginning of everything is the end symbol of that same thing. That first thing was everything. Its beginning and end is the same thing.
Yeah, but they're different. Yeah, I know it sounds bananas what I'm saying to you, but they're different because
not bananas.
In an infinity symbol, catch a point, mark a point, right? Mark a point. Let's just any point. If you travel down the line, of what the infinity symbol goes to, when you get back to the same point, right? It's never going to be the exact same point, or it'll be a different point. Or if it does touch the same point, it traveled, so it's never the same thing that it began as. So like a dumbass example that I can think of, let's say like infinity was a room, right? And you had a flashlight that can do infinity. You literally take the flashlight, you point it away to yourself, away from yourself. Eventually what should happen is the light that you shine is going to hit you behind, but the light that hits you is not the same light that you shine. You know what I'm saying? It had to travel infinity, whatever the fuck that is, to get back to where you are. So it's not the same. You understand what I'm trying to say? And in that sense, that light that I'm talking about, that's time in its own right.
Yeah.
That's my only explanation I can think of trying to explain what I'm trying to say.
Isn't that what time would be in that representation of it? I guess that's where time comes in.
Exactly. So like in that sense, the light filling the room, right? Mm-hmm. If you were saying to yourself like, you're in this darkness, you're just like, you're thinking, you're in darkness. There's nothing else there. You're just in darkness. You're thinking to yourself like, man, how can I fill this room or whatever the fuck, or that never
turn into smoke.
Yeah, it never existed until you actually
sorry.
thought it. you know what I'm saying? That thought, it never existed until you actually thought it. If you shine the light in the room, somehow you have a flashlight. I don't know what the fuck what I'm saying, but you shine that light in that room. In that sense, you're that god of that room. You've created something for infinity that will never.
Well, I think that's, to me, sounds like it's related to like alchemical point of saying, or the magic thing of saying that the words that you come to say happen. It happens as a spoken, or
Yes.
when the MCs came to live out the name. You know, like I feel
Yeah,
like
fact.
it's like, I feel like, yeah, I feel like, you know, yeah, I feel like the time thing that you're saying is definitely like, I don't know, the only time I've heard people say about time, for example, is when they're talking about a soul. Like when people talk about what a soul is, and people will say that the soul cannot be touched by fire, it cannot be damaged, and the soul is not affected by time, and how the soul is really what is really who we truly are. And I think that's like an interesting concept, but yeah, I don't know, it's I mean, it's definitely, it gets to be pretty abstract, but I guess like our brains are just like too big to comprehend. But I feel like God could be like an orgasm, for example. I know that sounds saucy or like crude or something, but I feel like that's like such a high point in somebody's animal life that like it involves creation and involves like.
I believe that in this dimension we certainly feel glimpses of God, and creation is one of them. And the act of making love is a moment of creation, and the space that I feel is the inhabitant of this creative energy is the love dimension. That's what I call it. That's how I find
I feel like in a sense
stuff.
We're all God.
Yeah.
We're all God.
Or vessels.
Just like extent, like in a sense, the best way I can think of saying is like you're the
like our head.
Yeah, you're the universe trying to perceive itself in a sense.
Yeah, that's a Carl Saganism.
Yeah. Is it? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You're the universe. You are the extent. Like if there's a beginning of anything, whatever the fuck, I don't give a fuck. You're a part of that.
But that's the beauty.
That's why you're so.
We are the universe.
You are
that we are part of the universe, but we're not. Yeah, we're not just in the universe.
Yeah, you're not just in it.
You're part of the universe.
You're part of it,
and
and
you're
it's a
the
part
part
of you.
of the universe that gets to know that it's in the universe.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
that level of consciousness is enough to. I think that once consciousness creates their gods, they exist in that realm.
Facts.
You know, and that's why negative thoughts and that painful energies that people can have will drag down whole environments, because thoughts exist. That data, it exists in whatever simulation we exist in. You know, however our world works.
Yeah, we're talking about like the totality of things being the same, or like I feel like when you look at like, for example, like Hindu gods, and you see like how many different facets of Hindu gods are, but they're all the same thing. All the different Hindu gods are all facets of the same being or the same energy.
But
So
I
feel
think
like-
that they recognize that a lot of people bring up those gods, and they reflect on the fact that there really is a single God behind everything. In some of the writings, they recognize the unification of all those beings
Right.
into one entity.
Right.
But really not just those beings, all things. And those beings really represent the spires and the thoughts of man often enough, I think. Some of them could be aliens just visiting, and some of us can be aliens just visiting, trying to.
I think a lot of the. I'm very abstract in the concept, like, you know what I mean, the concepts that I think, because the world is too gigantic to not think that way. I feel.
Right.
Right. So like even with existence, like I feel like nothing can exist unless it's being perceived. That's why the universe had to make things to perceive itself. In a sense, like if you're alone and you can think of yourself,
Yeah,
and you can be by yourself, and you can see by yourself, are you there?
It's so important to reality.
You get what I'm trying to get at?
Is the recognition from someone else,
right?
Saying,
That's
"Yo, don't worry, dude, you're here."
Like we're humans, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the reasons why I think like drumming or like music is so important to me, because I feel like communication, like I can't, like yes, I can communicate with you using words, but when you're communicating using sounds and you're listening and I'm listening to what you're saying and we're listening to each other, I feel like that's a form of really being able to transcend that. I don't know if that. I don't know if that is. I feel like sometimes the thoughts get abstract, and I don't want to say that it evolves into like a pseudoscience where you're just like becoming a wishy-washy. But I just think it's like interesting when you think about concepts of like when people talk about chemistry and things being clouds of electrons that are energy that are like solidifying when they're slowing down, or like they're like going faster as it's heating up, and then you have the same thing with like string theory, and you have all these things, and then you have things like where people have talked about, like how other religions have described existence as a big piano with different frequencies that you're doing. So I feel like that is all really kind of tied up together in my mind, anyways.
Yeah, true.
And like I mean, science still hasn't been able to explain that. Like there hasn't been like one unifying theory that tells you, why things happen.
They look for it. They're trying.
They're trying.
But I think that coming to the unified theory of everything, whenever you get to that in a conversation, it's time to end the interview, maybe start the jams again, or get whatever else we can get done. I'm gonna close this live. Love Dimension live. Mwah, I love you.
Alright, so yo, I know you guys are excited, but please don't be like overzealous. But I mean, are y'all good? Like, we good to go in there and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
You better not do that when we get in there. These are the gurus.
Relax. You're always being over dramatic.
Can we get this going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. We got this. Alright. Man, listen, we got this, but I can't be staying long.
Yo, Lavari, what's good, man? How you, bro?
I'm good, man. What's
going
up?
on, man? How you?
I'm good. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, you mind if I take this picture of you right quick?
Wait a minute. Side, bro. Side.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I've been hearing a lot of things about you on these.
Oh,
pictures.
yo,
What's
look.
going
These
on?
are my peoples right here. You know what I'm
these
saying?
peoples right
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So we're doing a little bit of
Come
shopping.
on,
so, you
man.
know,
You
get
gotta
together,
let me
you know what I'm
take a picture of, man. This one look like a light skin how I came, and this one look like an up and coming actress.
Look,
like,
if they say so, you good, but just don't. That
Come
whole
on,
Good
man, I know
Day New
y'all
York
want a
thing
picture,
that you
man.
did. Listen, dude, like that whole Good Day New York thing is just
oh
like, nah.
man, I know you was not mad about Paris Hilton.
Perez Hilton.
Man, you know what I mean.
Listen, man, you ain't page 6. Get up off this. Let's go.
Oh, come on, boy. Don't be like
Let's
that.
go.
Oh man, you selling now.
So, LaVarya, what brings you here? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I got two of my friends here in the area. They love to meet you. They're enamored with you. They saw your Vogue. They seen Harper's Bazaar. I can keep going on, but you know, they already know. They want to know about fashion, man. They just seek your advice as a guru. So that's basically it.
Oh, okay. So what do you think fashion is?
Yeah, this watch, bling, this chain, yeah, looking fly. Yeah, that's what fashion is to me.
Maybe it's my hair. Oh, wait, my shoes. I don't know. Can you tell me? Well, I can tell you, but I'd rather show you. Come with me.
tranquilo. Tú sigas jodiendo.
Huh? It's hot.
Ahorita cátate la de audio también. Con las series de radio. Para todas aquellas personas que las encuentras en el bar. Y entonces te la llevas en la noche.
Okay, Love Dimension fam, back again, Miguel and Dan. For the first time, we're gonna do something. I don't even know, but I don't understand, but I don't think we even got a plan. Today is just jam, Love Dimension jam. We don't understand what we're gonna do. Maybe Miguel's on the drums. Happy to have him here. First time in the Love Dimension. Have no fear. I'm sure that he will be back. Whoa! Next time I'll buy beers. Next time I'll have beers. Today tequila.
There's more than simple attitudes, there's truth. The monsters know that they're inside of you. There's more than simple monsters, there's truth. The monsters know that they're inside of you. That's a coward. You can do what you need to do. If the monsters catch their reflection in a camera, they will feel obtuse. They will feel strange. You will take them on a new place, a new stage, a new dimension. I really need a new escape. I feel like mentioning that everything was here in days. I thought that maybe if you would see the way I see, you would be crazy. But that's the truth. I know that I can be here, baby. Right there with you, and you and I can be there, baby. Can be there, baby. 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 Now, you're here in a hidden truth, a realness that's inside of you. I speak it, and I know the truth. The realness is I want to. The spoken word, the spoken truth. I try to keep the role, but I don't know if it feels obtuse. I might be here, I might be on the loose, but as I see the truth, I know that I feel it too. Masquerade in a big black boot. I might be just making a mess. I don't know if I can do what I wanted to do. Oh, someone does see the monster. It's true. And they're all here. They're living, breathing, right beside me. Beside the truth. Besides the fact that I wanted to just feel it. Oh goodness, can it be it? I'm a brand new fucking demon. like I want it. Believe me, I can be here if you feel me. I can be there if you feel me. And
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, all.
Hello.
I feel like I've fallen and I can't get up. The love dimension is snarling, but I think I might get to a world. Are you there? I'm there. Are you a girl? No, oh, that's fine then. Go away. I'm only today. No, I'm not out to help men. Oh, fine. You've got a cute little butt. Shake your little butt, child. Do it for a while, it might make me smile. It's okay. I'm happy now. I thought I'd be bored, but your silly dance is okay. It's making me smile. Just like it should have. Just like it should have from the beginning.
Bruh. This would be the perfect song. Is that a car? You can find me. I have this now. Come to our location.
Oh my.
What? He's He's got his armor. This gun's not working yet.
Fedor. Is that a person, Fedor? I'm not sure. I'm not up with the lingos, I guess. I've been here. Oh goodness me, I feel so out of dress. I'm so much fuzzier and true. Oh, but it's okay. It's nice to be here with all of you. Here in the real world, I think it's the real world I see. It's like a cavern. It's true. It's beautiful. I love it. And I love all of you. Here from the love dimension, just to tell you the truth that we, otherworldly beings, just want you to feel happiness. Don't worry. We won't destroy the world. It'll be fine. You'll all be fine. It's just a bit of, it's like, when you play a video game and you just want to try something out and see how weird it can be. You know that? Yeah? Yeah, like that's just what we're Oh my goodness. We're back. Oh, thank you all for distracting it with your lights and sounds. I did my best. The love dimension is grounded in truth and reality. I am the lie. The lie is the truth that you see every day, the truth that you breathe and live. The days that you're out there all on your own and you think that you're maybe not alive. The lie is the truth that you live every day, that you're here all alone and you cry. Thank you all. My name is Vandalhaus. And that was the love dimension. Thank you for all who participated. And
The Vandalhaus is here. It's my studio where we work and live and try to fight for a new day, a new gay, even harder gay, different gay, weirder gay, try to be gay, even gayer than that dude who was too gay. Keep it living.
Well, look at there. We're having a good old time, ain't we? You point your guns up to the sky if you're enjoying your time. That's right. All right. So next up, we have something even more interesting, as this night seems to unfold itself into something quite more than we can handle. Next, we have the 4 improv technicians, 1 for each element. So, we'd like to give you guys a chance to give them a round of applause. Round of applause for the 4 improv technicians.
Crazy stuff. And one of the craziest things that she kept saying to me over and over again is, "You're not my soulmate. You're not my you're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I don't know you, and even though I don't love you yet, I know you're my twin flame." And we used to have, you know, obviously some passionate times. And basically the real song goes, "You're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I don't know you, and even though I don't love you, and baby, you can't love me, you're on PCP. And maybe you don't love me, you're on PCP. And baby, you can't love me, you're on PCP. And maybe you don't love me, you're on PCP." Now, that's really how the song's supposed to go.
It's happier.
Yes. But I felt like if I chopped the last part off about the PCP.
Now it's a love song.
Now it's like a love song, you know? And literally I made it, and before I made the song, before I make any song, I show it to a bunch of people. I'm like, "Hey yo, I'm thinking about making this song, even though I'm always gonna make the song." So like, I showed it to a bunch of girls. Every girl I showed it to was like, "That's my favorite song by you so far. I love that. You gotta make that." So I was just like, you know what? All right. So I went in there and
all right, let's run it one more time.
PCP.
Oh, PCP.
I mean, it's Twin Flame.
Twin Flame.
Because the original song was called PCP. Yeah, that was called Twin Flame. That's how I guess songs are made that people like, you know. I had to adjust it to the crowd. They were like, "We like Twin Flame, but we don't know about this PCP," you know. I was like, all right, I got you.
I like the part of the song where you're doing the twin flame part.
Yeah.
Not the part where everyone's on PCP.
Yes.
That's not my part.
That's basically what I kept getting. That was basically the reaction that I kept getting. So I was just like, oh, well, I know what I should make this song about then. Then Twin Flames, it is. Every girl that I've showed it to loves Twin Flames. You know what I mean? And if you Google Twin Flames, it's an actual thing. Twin Flames means someone that you meet, the fire, the passion is ignited. They teach you something deeper about yourself and something deeper about the world, but then they can leave as easy as they came. See, a soulmate is someone that's gonna stay there with you, and
well, the twin flame is that fire burning bright.
Yeah.
But
they can leave. You know what I mean? So that's why in the words of the song,
whoa,
it's, you know what I mean?
Feeling love.
Even though I don't love you.
Even though I don't love you.
You're my twin flame. Because twin flame is like a deeper connection than like love and, and even a soulmate sometimes. A twin flame teaches you more about yourself.
Is it open?
And that was Twin Flame. That's the whole explanation. So like the songs I make, the real songs. Sometimes I gotta change them up a bit to make them obviously palatable for the crowd ahead. You're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I love you, girl, I know we burn the same. She said, you're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I love you, girl, and even though I love you, girl, you're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I love you, girl, I know we burn the same. I said, you're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I love you, girl, and even though I love you, girl, that dress you wore was my karma. If I saw it, I would've bought it. How the hell was I in these problems? These days are crazy, they robbing of us of some time. These days I lose my mind. Every time I'm looking for you, girl, you keeping me so blind. And you're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I love you, girl, I know we burn the same. I said, you're my twin flame. You're my twin flame. And even though I love you, girl, and even though I love you, girl, twin flame, that dress you wore was my karma. If I saw it, I would've bought it, girl. So I'm so twin flame. You're my twin flame. And you're my twin flame, girl. And even though I love you, girl.
I need to know what I feel.
T on the track.
I ask God, why me? What's the price of your soul? It's nothing you could buy me. Just me on the track, feeling nice like Kyrie. Feeling like John Q, gotta get it by any means. Feeling like a Troy Red, a red fox in a hot box. Bullets fly, your head go pop, pop. Everybody running, jumping like a hopscotch. Feeling like Chris Cross, but don't cross me. You get me? I'm on the edge, about to jump like Willie Coyote, but I land in the 6-speed. I don't fear the consequence. College don't get you common sense. It's obvious in my prime, I turn optimist. Got me feeling real nice, got me feeling real nice, got me feeling real nice. Look in my eyes, you don't wanna see me not nice. Got me feeling real nice, got me feeling real nice, got me feeling real nice. Got me feeling real nice, you don't wanna see me not nice. OT, OT, that means I'm out of town, low key. Low key, top floor, floor C's. Hey girl, nice to meet ya. Said I met her in an Uber. One shot, you must not know I'm a shooter. Feeling godly, feeling this guy flow. Ask God, why me? What's the price of your soul? It's nothing you can buy me. Move with the money, move with the money. 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 Like, I gotta move with the money, move with the money. I gotta move with the money, move with the money. Like, crooks with the bishop mindset. Still ain't looking me in my eyes yet, cause I'm feeling real nice. Smoke 2 blunts, I'm nice. Middle of the storm, I'm nice. Pour 2 cups, I'm nice. She might let me if I'm nice. Shawty say I walk like I'm nice. Take that one off the ice. Black shades got me feeling like Isaac Hayes. Move with the money, move with the money. 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 Like, like, I'm feeling real nice.
Thanks, guys, thanks.
Woo! Accordion.
Very, very good, very good accordion work.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes. Pow! Love Dimension, that was on.
What is this thing?
That was on recording, that was fun.
That was fun.
And I like using just these little apps. It's just our metronome. We'll find our flow in that world. Alright. Now, I know the brightness, the right sound, the right lights, the right hounds. The hounds are speaking, the feeling, the flowing. So don't let it go, don't let it go, don't let it go, don't pick it home, don't pick it home, don't pick it home. That's all. References, I don't know, make no sense. I can tell every night, every day, I delay. Not real true. Sometimes, yeah, I do. But that's okay. Who can say? Now I don't. Blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubbles away, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble, blow bubble. Bubbles away. That's what I want to say. I want to play. I want to play. Play up all day. Play up all day. Play up all day with the kids in the same. They say that they want to play bubbles all day. Play bubbles all day. You know that it's fun. You know it's the water. Play bubbles all day. Play bubbles all day. Sit up in the water on my own bathtub. Making fun. Making bubbles all day. Making fun. Making bubbles all day. Playing with bubbles all day.
Alright, so yo, I know you guys are excited, but please don't be like overzealous. But I mean, are y'all good? Like, we good to go in there and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
You better not do that when we get in there. These are the gurus.
Relax. You're always being over dramatic.
Can we get this going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Wait.
Oh yeah. We got this. All right. We got this, but I can't be staying long.
Yo, Lavari, what's good, man? How you, bro?
I'm good, man. What's
going
up?
on, man? How you?
I'm good. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, you mind if I take this picture of you right quick?
Wait a minute. Side, bro. Side.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I've been hearing a lot of things about you on these.
Oh,
pictures.
yo, look. These are my peoples right here. You know what I'm
these
saying?
peoples right
Yeah,
here?
yeah. So we're doing a little bit of
Come
shopping.
on,
so,
man.
You
You gotta let me take a picture of, man. This one look like a light skinned high came, and this one look like an up and coming actress.
Look, if they say so, you good, but just don't. That
Come
whole
on, man. I know
Good Day
y'all
New
want
York
the
thing
picture,
that you did. Listen, dude. Like that whole Good Day New York thing is.
Oh,
like, nah.
man. I know you was not mad about Paris Hilton.
Perez Hilton.
Man, you know what I mean.
Listen, man. You ain't page 6. Get up off this. Let's go.
Oh, come on, boy. Don't be like
Let's
that.
go.
Oh, man. You selling now.
So, LaVar, what brings you here? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I got two of my friends here in the area. They love to meet you. They're enamored with you. They saw your Vogue. They seen Harper's Bazaar. I can keep going on, but you know, they already know. They want to know about fashion, man. They just seek your advice as a guru. So that's basically it.
Oh, okay. So what do you think fashion is?
Yeah, this watch, bling, this chain. Yeah, looking fly. Yeah, that's what fashion is to me.
Maybe it's my hair. Oh, wait, my shoes. I don't know. Can you tell me? Well, I can tell you, but I'd rather show you. Come with me.